Hi everyone, it's Ryan. I've been asked to do a little piece on my marathon journey for this month's newsletter. So, firstly, a little bit about my background. Never used to be a runner. In university, no chance of running. All the way through my 20s, no chance of running. Approached turning the big 3-0 and thought, oh, actually, I want to do a new challenge now. So, I got into running, and so far I've done two official marathons. I did run one marathon for charity. Didn't train very well for that. Didn't enjoy it. And then a couple of years later, I've got into it properly. So I've done, so far in 2024, I've done the London Marathon in April, and I've done the Berlin Marathon a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to be running Tokyo in March. So that's my next goal. Didn't do as well as I wanted to at Berlin. Still got a PB, but hoping to get a bit better in Tokyo. These are my top tips if you're wanting to get into running, if you wanted to train for a marathon. These are my top tips if you're just starting out. So number one, find a proper training plan. You can't wing a marathon. I found out the hard way when I did that charity run. Just because I was fit when I was, 11 to 16 doesn't mean that translates, years and years later. You need to find a good plan. I'd recommend a minimum of 12 weeks for a plan. Most plans are around 12 to 18 weeks or 12 to 20 weeks. So I think, at least 12 weeks. 16 is a good amount of time, I believe, if you've got that long to train for it and you can commit to it. You don't have to do loads of runs every week. I did 4, but I've known people to do as little as 2 and still build up to the marathon distance. It depends on your goals and your aims. Tip number 2 would be don't compare yourself to other people. So don't look at all the times on Instagram and Strava and whatever else and think you need to do that. Everyone's different. Running is something that you get better at over a long period of time. So I'm still relatively new to running. I'll try not to compare myself to people who've been running 5+ years. Running, you don't get better at it overnight. It's one of those things that you have to do consistently to get really good at it. So don't compare yourself to other people. This tip number 2, because you'll enjoy it a lot more. Tip number 3, possibly one of the most important things, is fueling. So make sure you're eating enough when you're training. A lot of people use running as a weight loss tool as well, but actually running expends a lot of energy, and you need a lot of food to help recover. And leading up to the marathon as well, definitely getting a carb load in, so you're eating lots and lots of carbs, and also you're taking on carbs during your longer runs, so you want to be practicing with that. So nutrition's a massive one. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you're interested in getting into running, getting back to running, maybe post-injury, then get in touch with us.